Hi everyone. I've never done a video diary, I guess it's called, before, but I just wanted to come on here right now today and share just a little bit about what's happening here and what it's like here on the ground. I'm fine. So today I woke up like every other day for the past few days, and my first thought is this real? And it is. So today I gathered all the pet items I have to pet carriers to donate to the Maui Humane Society. And I went there and I dropped off all those donations, and then I brought my dog Max with me. He's a Yorkie. He's about 11-pound Yorkie. He's 7 years old. I brought him with me because I wanted to see if I could take in a foster dog at the Humane Society, and I would need them to be introduced. So I had Max with me. Long story short, the Humane Society is incredible. Turns out all the dogs are in foster homes right now. 350 dogs, they said, went out yesterday. Our community is just rallying together like in incredible ways. And so they said that more might be coming up in the future. So I went on a list, and I will check back with them to see if I can take in a dog. And then I decided to go to the War Memorial Stadium. It's one of the main shelters here on Maui in Wailuku. And I wanted to go there with Max because I wanted to, basically this morning when I woke up, I saw a couple posts about people being at War Memorial and people needing emotional support. So my thought was I could bring Max there, and maybe somebody would put a smile on somebody's face to pet him. So I walked into the War Memorial with Max. I saw someone I knew, said hi, and kind of just walked into the War Memorial with Max. And I had a very I had a very profound experience today talking to the people in the War Memorial Stadium. So basically I walked in there and there was cots lining the floors and people lying down and people burned, injured, lying down, bandaged up. But the mood there was pretty calm. Amazing, incredible people walking around that place, helping the victims, just all day. I ended up staying there for about 4 hours or something today, maybe 5 hours. And what I did is I just walked through all of the cots with Max, and if somebody looked at me and kind of smiled at Max, I kind of walked over and said, "Do you want to pet him?" And some people pet him, and it made them happy. And if they wanted to share, some of them just started talking to me about their pet, and the conversations went on, and we started talking about, I asked them, were they in Lahaina? And they said they were, and they would share their stories with me. And I spoke to people in depth about their experience. When the last man I was talking to, I spoke to him for at least an hour, and there's so much to his story. He showed me videos on his phone. He was barricaded basically on the seawall with flames coming up. The seawall was right here. Lahaina Street is right here. The seawall was right here. The flames were coming up this way. The ocean right here. And this strip right here in between the seawall was basically protecting them from the flames that were coming up over the seawall. And this was like an area that was somewhat protected from the smoke. And so he said there was at least 50 of them at that point. barricaded and in there and just protected for 3 hours. He ended up being there. A man died right there near him. There was children. They had to walk into the water a little bit because it was so hot, up to their chest in the water. Beautiful man, Thai man. He lived on Maui, I think, for 30 years. He said he was a cook or chef at a sports bar near the Foodland over there, and he shared with me about his family, and he shared with me that he was planning on retiring in 2 years. Now he's just going to go back home to Thailand and retire early. Just incredible. I shared with him how I have a connection to Thailand because my mom lives in Thailand. And tears welled up in his eyes, like he couldn't believe that. And we talked about that. And I shared with him pictures of when I went to go visit her and the market that I went to in Bangkok, which is near his house. He said he lives right by that market. And it was really incredible speaking to him and the other people that I spoke with that shared their stories with me. Some people just wanted to pet Max and didn't open up to me, so I didn't ask them questions. And I let them pet Max and continued on. Many people smiled. And so with the dog, and I'll show you Max. He's over here. He was really, 1 second. So this is Max, and he was just an incredible dog today. He let everybody pet him. He provided some happiness and smiles in an otherwise unimaginable situation. So, anyway, I just wanted to kind of share this experience. The reason I went down there without, I tried to register with the Red Cross, but it was so difficult on their website that I just decided to go down there without doing that. And I did speak to someone at the Red Cross that was just amazing, and she shared with me the process and that, that is something I can do. But you don't, at this point, it doesn't seem like you can just go there as a human being and talk to these people. And that's, a lot of other people were doing that. I saw a friend's brother from a long time ago who is a massage therapist, and he was just walking around massaging people, their feet. And I spoke to a number of other people. I spoke to one younger guy, about maybe 25 or so. He was a chef or a cook at Lahaina Yacht Club. He was burned all over his body from head to toe, bits and pieces. He shared his story. His home's completely burned, and I think he was in the water as well. And he just wants to go home. His family is on the mainland, but all of his documents are burned up. So he was wondering how he can get basically out of here, get his documents, his ID, so that he can leave. And I shared with him, I'm sure there's going to be a way to get that together soon, and so he can make it home. It was quite an experience, and I just wanted to share that so that if anybody out there feels like they have a unique way, a pet maybe, or some talent or unique way that they can, everybody's doing this already, so I don't need to even say this, to be honest with you, but I just wanted to kind of share my experience, and that speaking to the people firsthand and giving them emotional support. I saw one other therapist walking around, and she was doing therapy. She was great. She was offering therapy support, but she's the only other one that I saw that was offering emotional support and therapy support. And so, I don't know, I think it might be a really direct way to kind of lift people's spirits and kind of take them for at least a moment, whatever you're talking about. It doesn't even have to be about what's happened, but just having a conversation to have them kind of just talk about something, move on, and have a conversation and kind of get out of that a little bit. I don't know, it's a lot, but anyway, I just wanted to kind of share that. I'm sure maybe there's some organization out there that is doing emotional support or something like that. But anyway, I just wanted to share my experience, and thank you for watching. And just keep us keep Lahaina in your prayers. It's obviously unlike anything I've ever lived through before, and it's going to be a long road to something different, something new in Lahaina. So we'll see what that is. And anyway, thank you, everyone. Thank you so much to everyone who has messaged me and asked how I've been, and that continues to message me and check in. I just really, really appreciate that. I'm fine. As I mentioned, I was in Lahaina. I won't share that story right now. It's a whole story too, but I was in Lahaina in front of Pacifico at 2:00 is when I left. I was there from about 12 to 2. I photographed a wedding there. It happened in front of Pacifico, which is 505 Front Street, which is near the harbor. So I was right on the beach, and I left at around 2:00, and around 3:00 is when, or 3:30 is when the major fires started to engulf all of that, and now it's all flattened. But I got out. I'm fine. I got out. There wasn't even any traffic. I was able at 2:00 to drive out and get on the bypass and leave Lahaina. So I'm totally fine. Thank you for checking in, though. I really, really appreciate it. It means a lot. It's really incredible, and a lot of you have made donations and shared about that. And as far as asking about how you can help and what you can do, I think it's a lot of prayers, a lot of keeping Lahaina in your thoughts and prayers. And for me, also personally, I just this morning listened to some Hawaiian music that I love, and it really instilled the spirit of aloha and the spirit of Hawaii and who the people are here. And so I don't know, I think it might be nice to, if you can listen to Hawaiian music or kind of share it, or if you know somebody that can share Hawaii and the spirit of aloha out there, so that you can, this tragedy is happening, and but the spirit of aloha is not something that's going to go away, but it's everything that's going to pull us through, I think, is aloha and just helping one another. And that's what we're seeing everywhere right now, is just everybody helping everybody. Every single person that I've seen that's my friend is just doing whatever they can to help right now. And it's really beautiful on a big level. And so just keeping Lahaina in your prayers and just sharing the aloha with one another. And if you do want to make monetary donations, I think the Humane Society is an excellent one to give to, and there's a few others. I know the Maui Food Bank is definitely also an excellent one to fund. And so there's a lot out there. There's a handful that I think are more credible. If you want to message me directly, I can send you these. I think there's about 3 or so that I'm certain are credible. So anyway, thank you so much, everyone. And the other part, sorry, I keep going on, but the other part is that we want to continue working, and our economy is still going, and everybody. So to all my clients out there that have weddings coming up that aren't on the west side of Maui in the near future, anything on the west side of Maui in the near future, we can talk about what we can do about that, the options, and relocating to the south side or to another island. But for the most part, we do want to keep working. We don't want to be affected financially as well, like when we don't need to be. What we can still work, and we should keep our economy still running here on Maui and people still working. So, you know, Lahaina is a huge, you know, Lahaina is Lahaina. I can't describe it exactly right now, but it's like the heart of Maui almost, or it's so historic, but it's the town of Lahaina, which is gone, and the west side is cut off right now. But the rest of the island is, you know, is still the same, is still, well, I'm sorry, I take a step back. There have been other wildfires, the upcountry wildfire, Kihei wildfire, there have been other wildfires, but for the most part, what I'm saying is, you know, if your wedding's in a month or more, or in the next couple weeks, but it's on the south, we're continuing to work, so please don't think that you can't come here for your celebration, like on the south side or other parts of the island. So we do want to keep things moving along and continue that while the west side is contained for now and it's going to be a process there. But anyway, this is getting to be pretty long now. It's like 16 minutes. So anyway, I just wanted to share that again, and now I will say goodbye. So thank you so much, everyone. God bless, and stay safe out there.